Not much today. Enjoying watching some, morning basketball.
Yeah, a lot of morning basketball here. They started off already here on major networks with games. So yep, lots of excitement tonight. We're going looking one tonight here on ESPN2 tonight. Is St. John's here to face Syracuse. St. John's is favored. It's not plus 3.5. Usually St. John's is usually the underdog in games, but for this year their team seems to be pretty good. They're minus 3.5. The total sits here at 154.5.
Yeah, so you have Syracuse here, winners of the last three of five with wins over Richmond and then an 11-point loss to Duke. Then you have St. John's 5-0 this season. Like you had talked about, they're getting to be a favorite this year with wins over Temple and Nebraska. Syracuse has a really good senior guard in Gerard and, also a nice freshman guard with Mintz. They, definitely average, well over 15 points a game. So they do have this really, really nice backcourt. But the question is that going to be enough scoring here to stop this Red Storm? The Red Storm, they are slow starters in both of, Monday's game and then that one versus Nebraska. They had just absolutely terrible first halves, like being down by double digits. It was like, 13 and I think 20, something like that. But, they have a really nice senior center, Joel Soriano. He's going to be really tough for these guys to stop. Syracuse is not quite as tall, and he puts up a double-double every time here, with points and boards in the paint there. The Orange have that nice backcourt, like I said, but they don't really match up underneath, So if I take a look at St. John's, they also only allow their opponents to shoot 29% from the three. So I don't know if this is going to minimize that backcourt there as well. St. John's, we know, is tested because they've been able to come back from being down. And then their bench is just so deep. St. John's, they're also third at adjusted tempo, while Syracuse, they really like to play slow. They're ranked 280th. St. John's here, also 40th on offensive efficiency, 44th defensive efficiency, while Syracuse is 35th offensively, like we talked about with the nice shooters there in the back. They are 95th in defensive efficiency. St. John's has also won the last three meetings in this one. So I really like St. John's. The Red Storm -3 today here in this one, or 3.5, I guess.
Yeah, I moved up to 3.5. It ticked up. It was around 3.5. But the money is coming definitely here on Syracuse, and of course, I'm sorry, on St. John's, and you can understand why how that start they've been off to. Yeah, they did get the win here. Syracuse needed that overtime to get past Richmond in that one, and they had one thing with the Syracuse team is they're shooting well. Usually, that's something that they've had their issues with last year and this year. They were shooting well. It was the defense last year that was really terrible, but we'll see how they perform. Boeheim wanted more block shots. They're actually top in college basketball in block shots. Collectively, they're a big team. Collectively, they are. And of course, that's what he looks for, right? With that 3-2 zone is that length, and we'll see if St. John's can get those 3-point shots over these guards here for Syracuse. And of course, as you mentioned, Dan, that they've got St. John's has been strong hitting the ball well. Although they didn't hit this game is played in an NBA arena, right? So the threes were not falling for St. John's yesterday.
Yeah, I think they were, 25,
23%.
29%.
Yeah.
They haven't been, shooting well from three, but it's one of those, like, they go in spurts, right? So first halves, they've been shooting terrible, but then they'll shoot 29% in the first half and then go out and shoot 55% in the second. So they haven't been really consistent. But because of this pace, like I talked about, 14 seconds, per possession, they've really been able to pull that off. But you also have to be, you have to be fast you have to also be good shooters while playing fast, or otherwise that's a disadvantage, as well. But I take a look at because of that pace, and I'm not sure Syracuse can keep up. Syracuse only has three guys. It's like Gerard, Mintz, Edwards, the ones that are over, 10 points. But if you take a look at, St. John's here, they got five guys that score in double digits. So they really have that deeper, bench. And Curbelo has actually been the one that's the lesser, only scoring around 10 when he was with Illinois, right? He was scoring, a lot more. So it just might be a little bit more in transition to get him going. But I like that deep bench here for St. John's as well.
Yeah, back to back should be interesting to see how they defend the ball. That's what Syracuse is going to have to do because opponents take 19.4 seconds to shoot, which is one near the tops in the country. So they do sit up well and force their opponents to really play slow offensively. So it's going to be interesting. Something's going to give here. So it should be a really
Right.
interesting battle here. Mindy here, St. John's laying 3.5 against Syracuse. This one will have a start time here of 9:30 Eastern Time on ESPN2. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. We see your results here in the NHL. Coming off a monster day yesterday, 585 units of profit. Mindy really seeing it really well right now. Lots of college hoops up there. Probably there's still a lot of college basketball still to be played here on this card today. We just barely just started it. Maybe another 90% of the game still out there. 40 plus still on the board. Of course, the NBA a little tricky today with 4 games up there. A few from the NHL. We got some action. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yes, I thought the NBA was extremely tricky today. Decided to just be out today. I'm just going to be a spectator. Went over some picks on the morning steam, some of my leans there. But as for Maction, I don't think I'm going to be in there, but I'm real heavy today in college basketball. I'm off to a really good start, 4-0 to start the day, so pretty happy. So with that, I went ahead and put a 7-pack together for you starting at like 6 o'clock. You can get a 7-pack of plays there. Or if you miss those and you already have a card set, I went ahead and put together a 3-pack for you for the late game starting at 8 o'clock. So those are ones that if you're already done with your schedule, come back and see me at Tony'sPicks.com and pick up that 3-pack over there for the late evening picks. I know sometimes that's a lot of fun that after you've played your games and maybe you're doing better than expected to go out and get some more. Also been pretty hot here in the NHL, of course, on 18-6 run for the week. I had a nice 7-0 day, I believe, on Saturday, and then went 4-0 again yesterday. So really seeing it well on the ice. So I do have 2 picks today, but I went ahead and just put one in there as a best bet. So you can pick that up for only $15. That way we can get on the board again with another nice NHL pick. So yeah, it's a great time up on those leaderboards, feeling pretty good with my handicapping right now. So it's a good time to get me here on a longer term pass. How about try a 7-day or a 30-day? Or if you're just into hockey this season, you can finish out the season with me there with just a hockey pass as well. But make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout to get those picks. But it's a good time to get with a hot handicapper, as everyone knows. So get over to Tony'sPicks.com right now. Don't wait.
Don't wait. Yeah, Mindy off to a fine start here for today already. 3-0. She was in action with these early games. Western Kentucky laying the points, covering here. Bucknell plus the 1 covering. These are these early games. 11 a.m. Eastern, noon Eastern time. Another noon Eastern time came in with Sam Houston here with the monster blowout against Northern Illinois. So Mindy already off to a 3-0 start today here on Game Day Picks already here. So already ready to fire here in the afternoon session. So get on board here with Mindy right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. She has been on fire right now. She has actually, we'll go back to the top here. She's got her late night, the start she's under right now. You got to get that late night college basketball card now. That 3-pack is up there. You see how hot Mindy's been right now in hockey. She's in play right now with a best bet here as well. Actually, she's in action here with the best bet in college basketball as well. So late night action here with a college basketball 3-pack. Late night here from college hoops as well. And then we get into the 7-pack here from college basketball. A night play, a best bet here tonight from the NHL. Smaller card from the NHL tonight, but she's in action here with a best bet at $15. So you pick the package yourself. Just get on board. But actually, best bet to do is here we are on a Tuesday. And this is the busiest week of the fall, no doubt about that with sports. So you may want to consider that 7-day. You definitely want to consider that 7-day all sports pass, that weekly all sports pass. What you do is you get all of Mindy's premium plays here for 7 days, and that include all of her NHL. It would include all of her college basketball, her NBA as well. So that she's been cranking it here in NHL as well. So you want to get on board there with that 7-day all sports pass. So good time to get on board with Mindy. She's been doing great. And of course, we'll save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can save 20% off that weekly all sports pass from Mindy. It amounts to about, let's see, doing the math here, going to math quickly here in my head here. It's about $36 off the price right now.
I'm so bad at it.
When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then you'll go ahead and land right on Mindy's page right here and you'll be able to find her package. So just go ahead and scroll. You'll see the place she has going. You can see the records from Mindy. She's been really on fire here. And of course, you'll find here the plays she has for today in orange, which are the one-day passes. The stuff in orange is profit guarantee, must turn a profit, where the amount is credited back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. Also, the stuff in yellow are the longer-term passes. They're not profit guaranteed because they're sold at a discount. So if you want to go long-term, look at one of these yellow packages here. And of course, that 7-day pass here for the busiest week of the fall is probably the best way to go, because remember, we got all these holiday tournaments and college hoops, all this NHL, NBA, the Thanksgiving Day NFL, and of course the remainder of the NFL card here for Sunday, as well as Monday, right? Here we are on a Tuesday, so we got the Monday Night Football covered for you as well, and all the college football here coming up here as well. Big card Friday and Saturday, and the Egg Bowl. We'll see how that rolls with all the coaching drama in the news. Lane Kiffin can always seem to get his name in the news. It just every year his name's always got to be in the news for something.
Carousel.
He just loves to get his attention. He just loves the attention. He just can't wait till the season's over. We just got to let everybody know now. So there you go. So head on board with Mindy on over at Tony's Picks, and of course use that promo code TonyT at checkout. As we mentioned, that'll save you 20% off. And as I said, Mindy's on a roll right now, so just go ahead and get signed up to the longer term pass, and you'll be covered here for this fall week, feast week, which is the busiest week here of the fall. All right, Mindy, we've also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy, with a lot of content there, as well as that morning steam show with you and Ramon, Saturday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, the only coaching change I might be interested in is what's going to happen, on Saturday, perhaps? Maybe the Huskers will find out what direction they're going to go with their next coach, I would assume. If it's not, I guess, Friday night. They like to get that out right away. But yeah, everything's going good here on Tony'sPicks.com. And so in order to get more picks, you can go ahead and get over to our Twitter account at Tony's Picks Mindy. You can find even more than game day picks, even more than the morning steam. You can find some more over there. We have more picks in college basketball today. So get over there, go ahead and, click the follow button. It's real easy. Then go ahead and, retweet. And then go ahead and click the notifications button so you get these picks every day when we put them out. Usually come out around 1 o'clock Central Standard Time or so. So again, you can find a little bit of everything that you like. And then on the morning steam, we had another great show this morning. We went over those Friday games and the MACtion for college football. Also went over, the little card in NHL and the little tiny card in the NBA here today as well. Plus college basketball, we went through 6 games. I think we have 2 that have already started, so you still have some that you can go ahead and take a look at here today. And again, if you're ever, wanting just a particular game, you can usually type that name in, the morning steam, and then boom, it pops up right for you. So you can see how me and Ramon put our brains together and come up with some more awesome picks for you. So thanks, Tony. We're having a good time, doing the show, and we love our loyal followers over there.
That's right. Great follow there on the morning team. So check it out with Mindy and Ramon, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It is Saturdays through Thursday here on our YouTube channel as well as Twitter. And check out Mindy on Twitter, Tony's Picks Mindy. And of course, get signed up for long-term passes. She's been on fire. All right, Mindy, continue that great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow yet. Not quite Thanksgiving yet.
I know, not quite. Getting close. You got
it. Feels like this week's a whirlwind because, you have family in and everything's getting together. You got to go buy all your food. My mom's got me making potatoes and pies and stuff today. It's crazy.
It's crazy today, no doubt. All right, Mindy, have a great one.